away from all this. It's Janet, you know the drill. Physical Therapy and Balance Center, and it's Teach Me Tuesday. Come on in. I want to talk to you today about stretching. I think from past videos you already know that I consider stretching to be very important. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't strengthen a muscle that wasn't at its full elongation, meaning its normal length. So how to stretch it is also very important. Not just that you get it stretched, but how you go about doing that. Now, when I was in PE class in junior high and high school and even elementary school, we would do stretches, but they would have us push on our legs, put a force on it, and bounce and bounce and bounce. And now we know that really sustained stretching is much better, gentle sustained stretching. Your muscles are actually kind of like a rubber band. And if you pull hard on the rubber band, or if you really stretch the rubber band, then it pulls back against you. It resists the stretch. However, if I take a rubber band and I give just a slight stretch and sustain that stretch, pretty soon I'm going to lose that elasticity. It's no longer going to be tight. It's going to be the new length. So this is how I recommend that you stretch. Sustained stretching, sustained gentle stretching. Now, because I believe so much in stretching, my husband and I try to do some stretching every evening. And sometimes when we get home from work, I am just too tired to go through much of a routine. So let me show you kind of a quick, easy, relaxing way to get several of your stretches in. So we're going to have, my husband and I call it legs up the wall. And we're going to be doing some inversion postures. And by that I mean that your feet are up higher than your heart. And so you get all that fluid, that maybe your ankles are a little swollen at the end of the day, or your feet, and some of that will run down into your body, and you won't have to go to the bathroom as many times during the night, which is a real bonus. Plus, inversion postures help you sleep better. So this is a great thing to do in the evening. We usually put on Pandora, maybe put on some James Taylor or some other kind of relaxing music. We lay there and we actually talk to each other and visit while we're doing these postures because they're so easy to do. Okay, it's good to have music that the songs are about 3 to 4 minutes long, because that's how long we like to hold each of the stretches. So I'm not going to obviously hold them for 3 or 4 minutes and bore you to tears, but I will get you in the positions for a second. Get your hips as close to the wall as you can. Now, if your hamstrings are tight, actually you're going to have to be a little further away. All of the stretches, remember the rubber band, are going to be mild to moderate, no severe stretching. All right, hamstrings, we're going to stretch just like this. Now, I like to also take my head and pull my neck gently. Now imagine James Taylor playing in the background. And then your palms, I like to put the palms up so that it's also bringing my shoulders, gravity's bringing my shoulders back, and just kind of opening everything up here. I like to flex my feet so my calves get a little bit of a stretch too. Now, to me, this is a very, very comfortable position to be in. If it's not comfortable to you, do what you need to do to make it comfortable. Put a pillow under your head, put back up a little bit so that you're not getting such an intense stretch, but find a way to make it relaxing and comfortable. So after the first song is over, then we stretch our inner thighs by going like this. Now, if this is too strong a stretch for you, again, you're going to do just mild to moderate. And if gravity's pulling them a little further than you want, you can take your hands and kind of bolster your legs up so that they don't go farther than is comfortable for you. So 3 minutes like this. The next stretch we do is we bring the soles of our feet together and we do what I call a butterfly stretch. Again, all of this should feel nice and comfortable. Now for the next one, we stretch a muscle called piriformis. Oh, and by the way, sometimes I'll take my arms when I'm doing any of these stretches, and I'll also do the cactus stretch, which I showed you in the one of the other videos. And sometimes I'll do a little bit of this or a little bit of a rainbow stretch here. All right, for the piriformis stretch, I back myself up a little bit. Lift your bottom up off of the mat, off of the floor, put your ankle on your knee and then come down. Now if this is too strong a stretch, take your foot and slide it away a little. It won't be quite as severe. If it's not enough of a stretch, bring your foot down. And of course you can always move closer to the wall too. And you'll do this stretch on both sides. Lastly, we scoot away again and we put our feet together and our knees together. So this will be a spine stretch. And of course, if you have any reason that you're not supposed to be twisting your spine, you know, I don't want you to do anything that will hurt you. So be sure and use your judgment on all the exercises. And I like to try to keep my shoulder down and let my knees come over to one side and stretch. And I'll hold this, I won't do this for a full song. I'll hold it maybe 15 seconds or so and do the other side. And you can see how if you're tired when you come home, this is almost no work at all. And then I like to take my legs apart so that I'm stretching my hips. Very different stretch if your feet and knees are separated versus if they're together. And again, that's to both sides. All right. I want to remind you too to be sure and stretch your calves throughout the day because that's one of the most important muscles to keep loose. And I hope this was helpful and I hope you enjoy doing these stretches. See you tomorrow on Wellness Wednesday and next week again on Teach Me Tuesday.